Good morning, everyone. This is Gary Daniels here with E-Bible Fellowship, track mission trip to France. We are just departing on our trip from Lille, France to Paris, Nord. So we just entered a bullet train. These trains go up to easily 200 miles an hour. This is the quiet cabin where we can make calls. At this moment, I just wanted to give you an outline of what's happening here. Right now, the Olympics are playing, and there are venues across the area. As you can see on this building, this is like a multi-billion-dollar event where Paris was selected to host the 2024 Olympics. Now, many cities they put in an application and they present why their city should get the Olympics, and Paris won. And you can see by the infrastructure, maybe $1 billion was easily spent to get this going. Now, while they got this contract to hold the Olympics, you can see a heavy security presence. International security, local security, military, police, and so on. So the area is very secure, and by God's grace, we've been able to pass out tracks with armed security. And you will not see that on our videos, as we do not want to disturb the police and the authorities. So while you're getting all these great videos, you're not seeing a full account of what's happening only until later, and you'll see the GoPro attachments. So right now we are leaving the Metro rail line. I'm just giving you an idea of some of the infrastructure here while I can tell you, in preparation for this trip, we have a lot of our Arabic tracks today. We have our French tracks. We're hoping to go to venues where there are more of the locals and an immigrant population. So we're loaded. We got our tracks and Arabic language. We hope to have a fruitful day. And just getting into the numbers, in terms of tracking, we've noticed a couple of things here in France. The people are extremely respectful. The cars are quiet. They're very modest in the way they dress and the way they conduct themselves. This is more of like a liberal nation in terms of the people and enjoying themselves, as opposed to our United States culture, where it's more work focused. I think they seem to be a bit more balanced in that, and so therefore people are very polite. So when we offer people tracks, they'll say no merci just about every time. You are rarely ignored without a respectful reply, no thank you, with a smile, and a gentle smile. So what we've noticed is that when we are walking in the local towns, the reception rate is almost double. When we go to large venues where the population is higher, the reception gets cut in half. However, the exposure rate increases. So as a track mission trip, you have this dichotomy of how do we share the information successfully, and also we want to empty our tracks. So what we found is when we go to store to store, venue to venue, we see people sitting, by the wayside, just being very comfortable. Either they are having a cup of coffee or just one croissant. Very interestingly, there was a man walking with, very comfortable clothes with a nice buttered croissant in his hand, and you can see the flakes just, flying off of the croissant, this buttered croissant, and it just kind of really pictured the comfortable kind of lifestyle that a lot of the folks have here. Besides all of this, walking face to face with the individuals and just handing them a tract and just really having that face to face encounter, the reception rate is extremely high, extremely high. When we go to venues where there's larger crowds, we find that the reception rate goes down. So being in good shape and being prepared to walk, that's really a benefit. And so there is that dichotomy where we have to hit the large cities, and we also want to get out of our tracks so we can return knowing that we accomplished our task. So there's an exposure rate on a visual level, and there's also an exposure rate of handing the physical paper tract. And because it's not our primary language, some folks will try to have dialogue with us. So it's our responsibility to at least to respond and say just enough. I don't speak the language, but please refer to the tract or some kind of statement to help them with that. Today we hope to go to one of the events where there's a large mall and possibly a Olympic soccer event. So the bullet train now is picking up speed. We're doing probably around 90 to 100 miles an hour right now, and it's just picking up speed now, going in excess of 100 miles an hour and above. As far as tracks are going, reception rates are mixed. So what I'm finding is that this is not a nation that's going to just take information. They're very informed. We see lots of venues where books are being sold, so they're very curious. So it's a nation that likes to read. Very little tracks are on the ground. Several times people will walk back to us and tell us no thank you and hand us our tracks back. So I found that to be very pleasing. We rarely see tracks on the ground. No one has ripped the tracks. As you know, France has been experiencing lots of issues in the past, and I do believe that God prepared the hearts of the people with all the turmoil that they've experienced. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to get more insight from folks who are on the team to give you their perspective. This is day 3 of tracking, and we're doing a lot. We're getting a lot of ground covered. We've secured our tracks from the location that printed all our tracks. They're also in a storage unit, so we will have to leave Lille and take this high-speed rail to commute and to get our tracks. So as you can see, this is the countryside. We've noticed a lot of these farmlands are quite empty. These must be family-owned lands, and we rarely see tractors moving and individuals working. So the European lifestyle compared to the North American lifestyle is quite different. And what we've noticed is that people live very modestly. You don't see high-end cars as much. You don't see people wearing clothes that are, high in fashion but unreasonable. And it seems like the people are very disciplined in terms of how they conduct themselves, and that also correlates to even the train that we're on. The cabs are very quiet. The people are very modest, and they seem quite disciplined. So may God richly bless you all, and we hope to send you some more of these vlogs. Bye-bye.